Man, Quincy Jones just went OC. Didn't he? Quincy Jones he must be at the end of his rope. Quincy Jones is wilding out. And the fact that he's wilding out like this, a lot of people might think he's like just gone. I mean, he just got no filter. He just throwing everything out, ain't he? This is an all balls out interview. He doing something like when people get old, they just be like, look, man, I ain't care about nothing, man. I'm just letting everything go. So it's like he's bitter. He's just lashing out. You know, he doing the bitter old man rant. You know, this is what people do when they just like, I'm mad at everybody. Urgh. So I'm gonna address all the Quincy Jones stuff. Like it's so much, it's so vast that you can't give it justice just saying one thing about it, because you be making 50 Quincy Jones videos. Get your money, man. I ain't saying nothing. I don't get your money. But I ain't finna do that. I ain't got time to sit here and make no 50 Quincy Jones videos. Look, Quincy Jones was letting a lot out of the bag, and a lot of what Quincy Jones say is propaganda, and it's good for entertainment. You gotta understand, Quincy Jones is a BS artist. He's always been that way. And Joe Jackson used to always point that out. Like, man, look, Quincy Jones, you know, he's loving the success. And Quincy was very good at orchestrating talent and using scores and you know, doing soundtracks. That was his thing. So for him to executive produce something, it would make sense. But what didn't make sense, and I'm going to get to it, he says Michael Jackson was the biggest Machiavellian of them all. Like Michael Jackson used to steal from everybody, and he stole from everybody. See, I have a problem when people say stuff like that when people are dead. But when he was alive, you was the executive producer. So if he was stealing it, you was stealing it. Did you cut Donna Summer a check? Did you say, hey Donna Summer, I think we robbed you? Then he brings up, listen to State of the Independence and Billie Jean. It's the same chords. I don't see it. There's a lot of songs that got E, A, and B chords on it. Now, State of Independence, there's a song, there's a chant that she's doing on there that sounds like when Michael Jackson was doing Mama say, Mama Kisa, Mama say, Mama Kisa, Mama say, Mama Kisa. But that's wanna be starting something. That's not Billie Jean. So I guess he made that album, but like I said, he's old. Then he starts to talk about Marlon Brando, how Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye, and other people slept with. How all the other people slept with Marlon Brando. It's like Brando was a swinger. Like, man, that dude used to tangle. How would you know if you weren't there? James Baldwin, man, they used to all sleep together, man. He slept with everything. How would you know? If you were there, does that mean he was sleeping with you too? That's why he loved to bring up the fact, man, I got 22 girlfriends. 22 of them. Yeah, 22. Dude, you like 85,000 years old. What in the world do what kind of brownie points are you gonna get for saying you got 22 girlfriends? Are we gonna be up here doing, yeah, dog, yeah! 22, woo! That's my dog. Go ahead, Quincy. Oh, a vodka chunk. Oh, that's a sexy bit. I'm like, does he even understand? Everything you knew about Quincy Jones just went out of the window. He just became a disgusting old man. That's truly what he became. Listening to that whole interview, he became a disgusting old man. Almost overnight. So, I am about Michael Jackson wanted to see Prince humiliated. Prince has always had a different outlook on that whole Michael Jackson situation. And then now I see the reason why Michael Jackson cut him off. Talking about Michael was greedy. Michael could have gave that guy 10%. He would not do it. Why don't you pay him out your money? You didn't want to do that. You didn't want to do that. But I get it. You got two daughters who are actresses. I don't know what Kadada does, but Rashida, she had a great career. And now she's Tribeca, whatever, on her television show. But she's been in a lot of successful movies. And, you can't stay in a relationship long before you screw it up. And you just throw your money around and sleep around. You was a Buddhist. You did that for a while. And you switched up, started just nailing things all around the world. You slept with everything that moved. So Michael cut him off after the Bad album. So when he was talking about Michael was kept going through all these things, you weren't even in Michael's circle no more. Michael Jackson did when he passed. You could tell on the medical report he did have vertigo, so he actually did have the disease. For you to come out and say, "Oh, that's bull crap," he kept doing that because he's dead. Well, why didn't you ain't say that then? You ain't say that until that you see that you wanted money that they owed you from the estate, and he just got awarded his $9.4 million. Now he want to talk crap because he wanted more money. I get it, old man. It's just how it be sometimes. You're old, you're broke down. This is what it's become. I get it. I understand. This is your life as we know it. But I'm not finna go into anything more with Mr. Quincy Jones. Just note that When he tried to say Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye and James Baldwin was all sleeping with Brando, that's just taps into the psychosis. Could be true. But what were you doing there? You must have been doing somebody juggling some balls or something too. But anyway, I'm out. I can't even talk about this no more.